Why, good afternoon. I know it's me. I was gonna make a joke about it. You know, one of the devotionals I read this morning was about fear. And I prayed, I told God, Lord, if you want me to do a video on this, remind me, because I had to take my daughter off to Kingsport real quick this morning. So obviously, I set a reminder on my phone, believe it or not, and that hasn't even gone off yet. Let's talk about fear. You know, we had a president long before any of us were born that said there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He was right. Satan will use any advantage he has to screw with our minds. Now, if you got depression, anxiety, or anything like that, oh, that reminder just came through. If you got depression or anxiety, anything like that, Satan's going to use that to capitalize it. And I'm not putting any of that down because that's a medical condition. So please don't think that. Because my wife deals with that. I deal with depression. But I got a weird outlook on mine. Mine's like, yeah, get out of my face. But, you know, I always thought fear was an emotion. And I was reading that devotion this morning. I come to find out it's not an emotion at all. Calling me shocked. Fear is just want to take Satan's little things he wants to play with us with. Now, we had some things transpire this morning, and I'm not going to say what, that I've got a cockeyed optimist for a daughter. I'm always picking on her. She acts like her grandmother. Now, you got to understand, my mother died in June of 2001. Ash wasn't born until September, so they never met. But she's a cockeyed optimist like her grandmother, and she acts like her grandmother. Trust me, if you knew my mother, you'd understand. Well, what was transpiring this morning, she said everything's going to be all right. I love that kid. I really do, because she was right. She really was. When I had cancer, I had fear literally for not even a day. Not even a day. Because that next morning, I was driving up the 4-lane. I'm going to explain this. Please bear with me. I was driving up the 4-lane to go get soda from Mountain Dew. When I got the call from the doctor, said, "You've got cancer." I went home and I cried. That same little turd, and that's what I call my daughter. I also call it towhead, half pint, stuff like that. She said it was going to be all right, so did her mother. They were right. But that fear lasted overnight till the next morning. When I was sitting on my couch, and I actually heard that expression from Rocky V. And nobody is ever going to convince me that was not God. I didn't hear no bell. One more round. Now, I can live in fear that knowing the fact that The doctor said the cancer's going to come back. Oh, that's nice. You can say that. That's just like what they told me with Cody when he was burned. They discovered. Originally, we thought his prognosis was going to be alright, but he got pneumonia. We don't think he's going to make it. I can remember what I was thinking when that doctor told me that. You haven't consulted my Lord Jesus Christ yet. Let's see. Cody was 20. He's now 33. Had to think. We can live in fear, or we can just say, you know what? We can crash this gate no more than 98. I will not live in fear. Oh, don't get me wrong. Satan likes to play tricks on my mind. That's one of his favorite pastimes. And at times I don't use have a brain cell. And tell him where to go. And tell God to take over and deal with it. 9 times out of 10 I do. But fear is not an emotion. It's just one of Satan's little tactics. So why give in to it? I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But if we learn to trust God, it's going to be easier. I mean, this morning what happened, my wife was stressed. I mean, beyond stressed. But everything turned out. For most everything that caused her stress turned out all right. I will say this much: when I see a certain person, I'm putting my size 13 foot up his butt. He's going to explain to doctors why it's there. And if anybody thinks I'm joking, I'm not. And yeah, I do wear a size 13. Point is, people, and I know I didn't word this as well as many others could. No matter what the circumstances, do not give in to the fear. Because honestly, it ain't worth it. Give it to God. Let Him deal with it. Because He holds the world in the palm of His hands. I mean, I want to think about something. You look up the sky tonight, look at the stars. I can't remember how many millions or billions of miles the galaxy is. He created it. Heaven's bigger than that. So you think about that. If He can create all that and create this world in 7 days, we didn't even learn not to deal with fear. And trust me, I want to tell you right now, Satan will. He's going to get all over you. I'm trying to think of that analogy my parents used to use. I can't remember. But he's going to be all over the place on you. But have faith. Because God will get you through it. And on that note, yeah, I'm working. Since some things happen, I gotta make some money. Otherwise, I'll be sitting home. Y'all have a great day. God bless, and I will catch you on the flip-flop. Bye.